Here's why fans are losing their minds over the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater remaster. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, the 4 words every gamer wants to hear. One of the most beloved video game franchises of all time, its addictive gameplay, precise controls, and banger-filled soundtracks perfectly encapsulate late 90s, early 2000s culture. In fact, many still consider Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 to be one of the greatest games of all time, as evidenced by its perennial position on best-of lists. And now, 20 years later, after its release, the franchise is getting back to its roots in a major way, and fans are flipping out harder than I did when I first pulled off a Christ Air. That's because this September, we're getting remastered editions of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. And it's not just like a reskin or a cash grab, this is the real deal. But let's start at the beginning, with Tony Hawk's texting service. No, it's not a bit. He actually has a number that you can text to interact with the self-described skateboard man directly and get messages from Tony himself. And on Tuesday, Hawkheads received a text from T-Bone that revealed the good news. Hey, I have a surprise and I wanted to tell you first. We're bringing back Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Original maps, original skaters, and songs from the original soundtrack, plus new features. The game looks awesome and will be officially announced soon. So is this just another weirdly vivid pandemic fever dream? This had to be a troll, right? Because the last Tony Hawk game we got was 2015's universally derided Pro Skater 5. There's no way this could be true. Well, as it turns out, it was true. All of it! Our fears were put to rest when Activision officially announced the remasters with a glorious new trailer confirming the games are going to dark slide their way back into our lives in one giant package. Now, not only will the THPS remaster bring back all your favorite maps from the first 2 games in the series, but it's going to feature the original lineup from the games, which included everyone's favorite pre- and post-Y2K skaters. Now, each skater's also going to have their own signature special moves, like Tony Hawk's infamous 900. And these games are going to be upgraded to include moves introduced in later Tony Hawk titles as well. As for the graphics, well, side by side, these new versions of the maps look absolutely gorgeous and really show just how far things have come in the last 20 years of gaming if you want to feel especially old. The game's going to be rendered in stunning 4K resolution at 60 frames per second. Also, there's multiplayer, with both local and online co-op, as well as a map editor where new maps can then be shared online. But the biggest question on our minds is, are the games going to preserve the original soundtracks of thumping rock, punk, and nu metal? Well, the answer is yes, 100%. Why wouldn't they? And that's great news for those of us who have felt that our lives have been a little bit lacking in the Papa Roach, Goldfinger, and Power Man 5000 departments. So why now, after all these years, are we getting these remasters? Well, in an interview with Jeff Keighley for Summer Game Fest, Hawk revealed that a big part of the return of these titles is how much fan desire there's been, especially with the 20th anniversary. And honestly, it's good to see that if a game is being brought back, it's being done so for the right reasons, and that it's being handled with the requisite care. Anyway, you can expect this dynamic duo to release on September 4th, 2020 for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC for around $40, which is a pretty good deal. But sorry to you Switch fans out there, just keep your fingers crossed for Skate 4 in the meantime. At this point, the only question we have left is, will we still be able to unlock Spider-Man? Who knows, but honestly, we wouldn't be surprised if there were platform-exclusive skaters or DLC announcements coming down the halfpipe. But in the meantime, tell me, what do you folks think? Are you going to pick up this remaster? What's your favorite song from the Tony Hawk soundtrack? And what other games deserve a similar remaster treatment? Let's discuss. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you just saw, why not give us a like and subscribe? And if you want to get notified every time we go live with a new show or drop a new video, hit that little bell down below. That way you're going to be up to date on all the latest theories, news, and rumors in the pop culture world. In the meantime, stay safe, be healthy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.